So till yesterday we discussed service layer, right? Say yes or no?
Sir,
Today I'm going to create one more layer.
Sir, 1 minute. Your screen is still loading. Can you please stop and again do it one more time?
Now,
No, same. Yeah, now okay.
see, today I created, till now yesterday we created business logic layer, controller layer, view layer, and middleware layer. Now today we are going to talk about a layer called repository. Okay, this is the layer we are going to talk. Repository layer. In this layer, we are going to implement code first approach. Code first approach. Okay, so let's discuss. So what will happen? Model business logic will call the layer. Okay, business logic will call the repository layer to set the data from the database. Okay, so this repository will go and talk to the database. Here you will have a database. The database will return you back the result. That result will come to the controller. Controller will give to the view. View will give to the middleware. That is the idea behind it. Till such time, we know what is repository, we know what is view, we know what is controller, we know what is middleware, we know what is model. Now we are going to introducing a new layer. This is the last layer in MVC controller. Everybody clear? Say yes or no. Everybody clear or not? Please say yes or no.
yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
fine. So now I am opening a Visual Studio product application. So here I'm going to tell day 8 repository layer is used to communicate with database. Got my point? Where the data will be stored, anyone can tell me where your data will be stored for an application. You take Facebook, everything. Where the data will be available? It is in a file or it is in a database. Where it will be available?
Database.
Database. So from this application, whatever data you are retrieving should be stored in the database. Correct or not? Yes or no? All the data,
Yes, sir.
the data should be stored in the database. To create database, we need to create a repository layer. So what I'm going to do, I'm creating a class library project. I'm creating a product repository. Okay, this is my product repository class. In this class, I'm creating a class name called product DB context. Okay, listen me carefully. I'm creating a class name called product DB context. And this is the class will go and talk to the database. Are you got my point? Everybody clear? Say yes or no. This is the class I'm going to talk to database. Before I talk to database, what I need to do, how can I get the data for this class? From which layer I'm going to get the data for this class? I'm going to get data from the model. So what I need to do, I need to refer a dependency. What is my dependency? Model. I'm going to create a dependency called product model. Click OK. Now I got the model in the repository class. Before I need to talk to database, step one is create a class library project with the name product repository. Okay, this is the project I need to create. Bhargavi, do you understand? Bhargavi.
Yes, sir.
This layer is used to interact with the database. Okay, what are the operation I can perform in database? The operations like insert a record, update a record, delete a record, get a record, and list of records. Okay. So when you go and communicate to the database, you need to perform insert, update, delete, get, and list. Without all these things, you cannot move forward. How to do that? Step 2, add reference to the project model so that data from front-end application or data from service layer will receive to model layer, receive to product repository layer with the help of product model. With the help of which model? With the help of product model. If I don't have a product model in my repository layer and service layer, the data will not pass. So I will show you. See, this is your repository layer and this is your model layer, service layer. Okay, listen carefully. This is your product service. Okay, and this is your product repository. How to pass data? How to pass data? Anyone can tell me how to pass the data? Come on, guys.
Based on the model class.
So you need to have a separate layer here. You need to have a separate layer. So this is called model layer. Model layer. Got the point? So this model layer will try to send data to it and get the data. These guys will call only methods. Here you can have data. Okay, so certain product will not directly send data to repository. How product will send data to repository? By calling a method. Got the point? You are calling a method. You need to understand this. I got my point. So the data, whenever I want to get data in a repository, it should get data from the model. Whenever I need a data from the product service, I need to get data from the product service. But the communication between product service and product repository will be help of methods. You understand? Everybody? Judy?
Yes, sir.
Amar? Bhargavi? Maniganda? You
Yes, sir.
understand?
Yes, sir.
Everybody? Satya?
Yes, sir.
So that is why you see here in the code, product service as a model layer project included as a reference. Think here. You have a product service layer, you have a product repository layer. In the product service layer, do you have a product model project included? Say yes or no.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Similar way in the DB content, similar way in the service layer, you will also have a product model. You have a product model
Yes,
or
sir.
not?
Yes, sir.
So in the product service class, to get the data and hold in the product model object. This product list, where it is coming from, in which class this product model products is there? It is in my product model. Am I right or wrong? You are creating this product in the product model and you're using that in the service. Similar fashion in the DB context, I'm going to use. Now, before going to use this, I need to create an entity framework. So what is my step 3? Step 3 is install entity framework. Entity framework core in the entity framework core in the product repository project. See, I'm telling this for first time. In the subsequent development, I won't show. Okay, so be carefully to listen. So how to install? With the help of NuGet manager. Okay, so how to go to NuGet manager? I will show you. Go here, go to repository, select manage NuGet manager. Once you get that, this window will come. Now go to browse here. You simply say entity framework core and enter. You got the entity framework core? You got a package or
Yes.
not?
Yes, sir.
This is the package you need to install in your project and click on this package. Go to here, select a version, always 8.0.6 because that is the stable version. Don't select any other version, just go and select 8.0.6, click install. Don't do anything, just click and install. You will get a changes like this. Click OK, accept. Now go back to your Solution Explorer. Under the dependency, you see there is a package has been installed. Earlier package was not there. Now you are getting a package.
Yes.
Everybody. See, I simply did right click, manage NuGet package, and then I went to browse entity core framework. I selected this core, I selected this one, installed. Okay, once I installed, I see the package has been installed here. Then right click, rebuild. Once I rebuild that, go to repository class. In the top, you need to include using a namespace Microsoft dot entity framework core. And then this entity framework core as an independent class to connect with the database. Simply say DB context. You understand? Where this DB context will come? This DB context class will be able to communicate with the database. Okay. So step 4, inherit the DB context class. Inherit the DB context class, which will in turn, it is a predefined class. You don't need to do anything. It is a predefined class. Okay. Just to override those methods. Those methods. You all understand? Say yes or no? Bhargavi, Judy, Amar,
Yes, sir.
Maniganda, Mailsami.
Yes,
sir.
Everybody clear, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, here, I'm going to create a constructor. Before that, I'm going to override a virtual method on model creating. This method will be available in this DB context as an abstract class. So that I'm using virtual method or abstract. So I'm going to override this method. Okay. Once you've done that, in the model builder, model builder dot entity of product model products dot to table. What are to table is not coming? Hold on a second. I'm going to create a one more nugget package in the project. I'm going to use tools. Select
Sir, I think three we need to install na entity framework, core, and design and tools.
that's why I'm coming.
I think one more also required, sir. That is we are connecting the SQL server.
Design. Yeah. Wait. Design will come only in the application. Here you need to connect SQL server.
SQL server also, yes. Total 4 is required actually.
And then you have to install this. Now in the repository, now you see base dot on model creating. No. Model builder dot what to do? entity products dot to table. Yeah, tools as that. Now you are going to specify the table name. Okay, so what will happen is this model builder will connect with the entity to the table. This two table is the database, entity is the model which you created. So whatever the product you are having, you need to map as a table. Clear my point, everybody? Say yes or no? Hello? Hello? You're not understanding? Please unmute.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Able to understand.
Bhargavi, Judy, unmute
Yes,
everybody.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
why you are doing the
So
directly? Sir, I have
this
one
table,
doubt on.
one second. This table comes from a namespace Microsoft.entity core. Okay, if you are install this namespace, you can able to get that. Okay, yeah. Tell me who is having doubt? Venkat, right? Tell me, Venkat.
Yeah, nothing. Actually, why you are going the directly code first approach? Directly tell the database approach. No, that's the easy to understanding. No.
No, 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 no. See, some older projects people are using DB first approach. Okay,
Yes, yes.
80% people will be using code first approach, especially for microservice, people use code first approach. Okay.
Okay. Okay, okay, sir.
Because they don't want to create a number of logics in the backend. It is a simplified microservices, right? So people are not writing that much of big logics. Okay. So that's why people are using code first approach. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
DB first I'll teach later point of time. So
Okay.
what happened is model builder dot entity, this product entity will be mapped with the product table. Now, to communicate with the database, you need a connection from SQL Server and database. See, assume this is your SQL Server database. Here you will have a SQL Server database. This is your SQL Server database. Okay. I want this database instance is different from this application, right? To create a connection, you need a connection string here. What you require? Connection string. Got my point? So to create connection string, you need to create one more value. I will tell you. Build. Now go to SQL Server. This is my SQL Server instance. I don't think I can finish it by today. We'll do few things by tomorrow. Okay. Maniganda, Bhargavi.
Okay, sir.
See, meeting will update end in 10 minutes. So here, I'm going for optional Windows authentication connect. Oh my God. What? Yeah, it's connected. Do you see any database here? You have only one database, which is BestStoreDB. Now here I'm going to create a BestStore instead of product service DB. So how to do that is, first I need to establish a connection. How to create an establishing of connection? Just go here in the Server Explorer. Okay, look into this in the Visual Studio. I created a Server Explorer. Click on this one, database, connect to database. There you go and select your server name. It will take time. Simply go to SQL Server, right click, properties, take this entire stuff, name of the particular server, go back, paste here, and simply use Mr.Narendra at 123 and select any database. This you can say optional, and then you select this database. Just click on test connection succeeded, advanced, copy this entire stuff, data source stuff. Take this entire data source and then cancel. Now what you need to do in the project, you go to product application, you see there is a app setting.js. Will you all able to see this?
Yes,
Say
sir.
here you need to create like this connection string. Here you have to say paste. Okay. So here you are going to have a connection string. Database, initial catalog. Now here I'm going to say product service DB. This is the database name I'm going to create. My username is SA. I have a password. I have a password equal to NAREN@123. This is the database name. Password I'm going to give. And then here I'm going to say product DB. Okay, my connection string as a name of product DB. Now, how to read this particular product DB? Before reading this DB, what I need to do in the Solution Explorer here, again, I need to add a Nugget package manager of Entity Framework 4. First, I need to install the Entity Framework 4. For that, 8.6 install, apply, accept. And then here I need to install design. You understand? Sorry. I don't want this. I want a version of 8.6.0.
Yeah, do uninstall, sir.
Not required. Install, apply, accept. And then again I need to install ASP.NET Core.SQL Server. I will give notes by tomorrow, don't worry. Apply, accept. Moment I done that, I close it. If you go here, you see there are 4 Nugget package, 3 packages are installed. What are all the packages are installed? Anyone can read out? Anyone can read out?
Yeah, .NET Core, Core Design, SQL Server.
Okay, so you need to install all these things and then you need to go to program.cs file. There you need to add as a service. How we are going to add a service is builder.service.add db context. Okay, and here you have to say product db. It will not come. Why? Because I'm not added there is a reference. Let me add the reference first. Before that, first let me build the project. I have 3.5 minutes more. Now go to solution. First, you need to add here using Microsoft dot entity framework core. You need to add using Microsoft dot entity framework core dot SQL server. You need to add. Okay, these two packages you need to add here as a namespace, and then you need to add a dependency. What is the dependency? You need to add the project db you need to add the project db context. So right click, add project reference, select the repository and service contract, click OK. Then try to run the application. Is it confusing, everybody? Somewhat confused? Judy, Manikanda?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Little bit.
Okay. Tomorrow I'll tell, don't worry. Now simply I will add here. Just 2 minutes there. It will get disconnected. I will talk to you. Manikanda, call me. Okay?
Yes, sir.
DB context. Product DB context, you see. Product DB context. You need to add like this. Dot
Method, yeah.
Okay. So here you need to write options dot use SQL server of, you need to provide your connection string. This is how you have to build it. I'll tell you how to read that SQL connection string. Here, where underscore connection string equal to connection builder dot connection configuration dot get connection string. Okay. Now what is the connection string we added? Product DB. You copy this. Go to program.cs file, read it. And come back to that. You pass this connection string here.